Hello, Dave Dog here. We're back for episode 10 of Saving Forest. And before we go any further, I did say in the last video that I was going to update you on our transfer window. Not much really to tell you. So we'll go to the incomings first of all. Scarpa, I think I did mention we got on a free. Director of Football had brought him in. And we also signed a right back on loan, Anthony Ralston from Celtic. He's a current Scottish international, played 5 times for Scotland, 24 years old, no nonsense fullback, so he's our backup at right back. I did try to get in some other players, but with the budget we've got, we had about 3-4 million, that's all. And that's mainly due to the fee that I got in for Serge Aurier, who went to Spartak Moscow for 3.7 million, rising to 4.1. The pot that we had available didn't give us much options to bring the right quality in, so we stuck with what we've got mainly. Just Ralston coming in at right back to replace Aurier as a backup at right back. Other transfers, a lot going out. Dale Taylor, youngster, loaned to Ebbsfleet. Canate, loaned to Plymouth. Jack Colbeck, experienced midfielder at 33, he's been sold to Hull, only 14,000, raising to 17,000. Orel Mangala wasn't getting a game, was moaning about it and wanted a loan, so he's gone out to Jeonbuk, I believe they're in the K-League in Japan. Serge Aurier, as previously mentioned, out to Spartak Moscow. Leok Mbiso, however you might say that, 21-year-old central defender, again wanted loan, he's gone to Millwall. Jordan Smith, third choice keeper, again wanting game time, couldn't give him it, he's been sold to QPR for 25,000. And the last one, youngster Sam Sturridge, came on a sub a few times, an under 21, or was an under 21 international, English under 21 international. He has gone out on loan to Preston for the rest of the season. Not really much business going on, so just get you up to date with that. Let's get up to date with what's been happening. I'm afraid it's not been very good, so let's have a look at the fixtures. Last game we played was Watford in the FA Cup when we got through to the 5th round. Since then, I told you we had some difficult fixtures coming up. We've lost them all and only managed to score 1 goal in those 4 games. Man City 2-0. We managed to restrict the wonder boy Haaland to 1 goal, which was a penalty after 15 minutes, and we did quite well restricting them. Wasn't until we got a screamer from Calvin Phillips 6 minutes from time that made it 2-0, but we never really looked like scoring, although some good defensive performances. Next game, Tottenham away. Awani gave us a lead on 35 minutes. We were looking good until a set piece goal from Sanchez from a corner, 68 minutes, and then Tottenham really took over and got a second goal, a winning goal, 9 minutes from the end. Not bad performances overall, just a little bit naivety in defence, and we went down 2-1 at Tottenham. The next game, Chelsea, we were rather unlucky, we lost 2-0. Kai Havertz scored in the 19th minute, but then we should have had a penalty. The referee gave a penalty, VAR overruled it, and if we looked at it, he dived in with 2 feet, so I don't know how he overruled it. Just to add insult to injury, Thiago Silva, penalty 90+5, right at the end, made it 2-0. I think it was a penalty, but the kicky when they're down, 2-0 we went down. And the latest game, Southampton away. Southampton are about 7th in the league, so doing much better than in real life. Again, went down 2-0. We didn't give much of a threat. This was one of our worst performances. Diallo on 28, Armstrong on 44. A really tepid second half. Only Worrell and O'Brien playing reasonable in that game. The pressure's building up. If we look at the table, we have now dropped into the bottom 3. We're a point behind Brighton with a worse goal difference, 2 points behind Leicester and today's opponents Everton. So we're really up with a battle here. Fulham 3 points behind us, Bournemouth 6 points behind in the bottom spot. So on to today's game against Everton, and let's have a look at the team. And this is our team to take on Everton today in this crucial game. We've got Henderson in goal, Williams right wing back, Worrell and Niakate as central defensive partnership, Lodi as left wing back, the 3 in central midfield. We've got O'Brien on the left, Scarpa in the middle, and Koyate on the right. Up front, Awoniyi, our top scorer with 10 goals. On the left, Lingard, who's just returning from an injury. He's showing as returning to full fitness in 4 days, but we're going to take the risk and play him. Johnson on the right, our second top scorer with 6 goals. On the bench, we've got Hennessy, Ralston, our signing on loan from Celtic, Willie Bowley and Sean McKenna, centre-backs on the bench. Omar Richards, Ryan Yates, Gibbs White, Josh Bowler, who is fit for 45 minutes, hence is on the bench, been out injured for 4 or 5 weeks, and Lyle Taylor. Let's get on to today's crucial game where we must win. As Everton kick off in this crucial match here, the pressure is really building. 9 games without a win, and we've only got 2 points from our last 27. The managers of the teams below us in the league have both been sacked recently. Bournemouth has sacked Chris Wilder and Fulham have sacked Silva. So the pressure is really building up and we need a win from this game today. And we're putting the pressure on, but Scarpa gives the ball away there and Everton break away. Calvert-Lewin, but Koyate takes it back off him. And we've got possession back again. Nekate at the back. Worrell. He's knocking a long ball out. Brendan Johnson, but he's nowhere near that. That's the opening highlight. Finish there. So in 10 games, we've failed to score a goal at all. So that's where the problem is. Also, defenders are up and down. One game they have a good game or reasonable game, and then they have a poor game. So nobody's in consistent form. And here's Everton with their first attack that we've seen here. Onana plays it out wide to Patterson. Yellow card already, he's knocked it in, but to nobody in particular, and Lodi brings it away. Now we're going to hit them on the counter here. Lingard showing that injury, he's carrying, he's coming into the box and he's brought down. That must be a penalty. No doubt VAR will overturn this like they did in the Chelsea game, but I don't think so. That looked a clear cut to me. Lingard brought down, and it's going to be a penalty, I think, in the 18th minute. Yes, it is. And here we go then. And the yellow card for Decore for that bringing down. Nekate taking a penalty. Centre back straight down the middle. Captain. No, he was captain. I don't think he's captain today because Worrell's come into the team and he's captain. But we go 1-0 up. A good start on 19 minutes. The tactic we're playing today is we've reverted back to the tactic out of the box, the counter-attacking tactic. I'd made some changes to it and as we went along. And it seemed to make the defensive side of the game better, but we're not scoring any goals, so we've reverted back to how it was before, and so far it's working. But we have gone in front before. Here's a free kick. Scarpa knocks it into the box near Karte. He's certainly playing well today. He gets a header, but just over the bar, and we reached half time 1-0 in front, and if we can keep this up, we should be alright. Everton only 1 shot and 0.01 XG, so Everton really passive. Let's hope Bruno Lage is their manager now. Let's hope he doesn't change that and we can carry on and go on in the second half. So as we start the second half, we've told them to keep going. We can do even better than we are. We're bossing the game so far and seem to go down well with 1 or 2 players. Everton have made a sub, didn't quite catch that one. What's happening here? It's free kick to Everton. Garner, the guy who was on loan last season at Forest, has missed the target, and 3 shots, nothing on target for them. We've only had the 1 shot on target, being the goal from the penalty spot. So 67 minutes, let's see if we can change this. So we've got highlight, let's just watch this first. Mina with a defensive free kick to Cody. Cody to Decore on that yellow card, and here's Gordon out wide, overlapping Holgate, but Lodi comes across. Come on, you've got it back, don't give it back to them. Nekate, don't mess up. We've had defenders giving ball away in situations where there's no danger at all. I just don't trust these defenders. That's the problem with this side. We can't keep in games because defence keeps giving it away, although there's our striker giving the ball away. Mope, he must have come on as sub because I think he was on the bench, but Henderson down and saves that one easy. So before we get another highlight, let's see if we can make some changes. We've got O'Brien on a yellow card, Kayate is 6.5, Worrell 6.5. Let's take Kayate off and bring Yates on. It was a close call between those two as who was going to play at the start. How's Scarpa at 6.7. Nervous O'Brien is on a yellow card. I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to take O'Brien off. Who can we bring on? They've only got Gibbs White, who is another attacking midfielder. So maybe not. Let's just leave that for the time being. Just make the one sub. Kayate off. Yates on. So 72 minutes gone. Isn't a free kick. Scarpa has taken all the free kicks. And there's a header. Worrell just past the post. So one shot on target. Oh, they've got 3 on target now of Everton. It's a corner to Everton. This has been our undoing in a few of the games. Set pieces. Cody. Centre back shot, but pretty close. Have a look, see if we can make some more changes. Possession's 50-50. We've only had 1 shot on target, the penalty, all game. That tells you something about us scoring goals. How are we doing up front? 6.6. Iwani blows hot and cold, and Johnson's not doing so well either. 6.4. So let's get Lyle Taylor on up front. He's been coming on the wing. I'm going to play him as the striker. Let's have him as a poacher. Lingard 6.7, he's nervous. O'Brien's nervous. Johnson at 6.4 is not playing so well. I'm going to bring Bowler on for Johnson. First time I've played him on that side. I'm not so sure 2 inverted wingers goes well. So Lingard is an attacking midfielder left. He's an inverted winger as well. Now let's try it out anyway. Lodi 6.5. Let's bring Richards on for Lodi. So that's 4 subs. Let's just leave 1 in the bag just in case. O'Brien would have come off if we'd have had a substitute. It's saying Lingard off for Gibbs White. We're into injury time. Well, not quite, but there's 4 minutes added time to go. There's Taylor. I thought he was going to score there. Pickford dived backwards and picked that one up. Let Lingard give everything. Gibbs White should come on. Have we got time? We're going to bring Gibbs White on. Don't know how good he is as an inverted winger. Not bad actually. But let's put him in there, in the centre. Bit lopsided is this, but not long to go. Change our possession, knock the tempo down, get the passing down and be more disciplined. See if we can hang on for a 1-0 win. Our last home win was on the 3rd of September, so quite a long time ago, when we beat local rivals Leicester. Confirm those changes, and we're in the injury time. I don't know whether he even got onto the pitch there. No, the sub didn't happen, did it? O'Brien, Lingard, Yates. Got Lingard in there. That's a mistake on the graphic there. That should be Gibbs White. It's got Lingard on twice, so that's a bug. A 1-0 win definitely saved my job as that one. We only had 4 shots on target. 1-0 penalty. To some extent you can say we were lucky. 18 fouls each, so it was a tetris game. 5 yellow cards in all for both sides. 3 points is 3 points. Let's see where we are in the league. So as we see the table after the other games have completed, Brighton lost their game at home to Southampton 1-0. So we are out of the drop zone again. 2 points clear of Brighton, level with Leicester and Everton. It looks like a 6-horse race at the bottom there. 12 games to go, but we've relieved a little bit of the pressure. The sack probably isn't imminent. So now I am favourite in the sack race, as Eddie Howe has been sacked at Newcastle. He played Man City in the Carabao Cup final and lost 3-1, and he's lost his job. I think they're 9th in the league. So this is a team for today's FA Cup last 16 game against Chelsea. 5 changes. Hennessy comes in goal. Williams stays at right back. Worrell and Niakate stay as a central defensive partner. Richards comes in at left back for Lodi. Gibbs White and Yates come into the central midfield. Dennis brought in from the cold. He's been upset and wanting a transfer because he wasn't playing, but the reason he wasn't playing that he was injured and then he had flu. So I'm giving him a chance today in this big match also to rest some players. Brennan Johnson moves up front and surprise, surprise, Scarpa moves out to the left side as an advanced playmaker, which my assistant manager says he can play. So let's see how it goes then. We're not too bothered really about the cup. We've got a long way in it. Going out to Chelsea wouldn't be a bad thing. We need to concentrate on the Premier League. So as we get underway at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea have also done a bit of rotation. They've made 8 changes to their team, and we've just made the 5, and it's us on the attack, and that shortly lived highlight comes to an end. And as I said earlier, we want to put a good performance in this, but it's not the be all and end all. We're not going to win the FA Cup. What's more important is, as the title of the save, to save Forest from relegation, and we're just out of that bottom 3 at the moment. Here's a highlight. In the pouring rain as usual, it's Chelsea building up. Conor Gallagher has been restored. Pulisic gets away on the left there. He's going to get across him, but that's blocked by Williams. Williams clears, but only as far as Mount. Mount shoots, and it's just wide. 27th minute, and 5 shots Chelsea have had, nothing on target as yet. And here's Mount to Havertz. Havertz, who scored against us in the league, and that one's just wide. Let's just have a shout to encourage the boys. And we've had 1 shot, but nobody's had anything on target as yet. And 28% possession is all we've had. And that's it, half time. Not much happened in the first half. So as we start the second half, I've just said to the boys I'm happy with what's happened so far. Just need a little bit more possession, and that seemed to go down well. Here's Ziyech blocked, and just wide again by Havertz. They're having plenty of shots, Chelsea, but nothing on target as yet. We've had 1 on target, and Hennessy with the goal kick, long kick up front, and Koulibaly wins that, but O'Brien picks up Yates plays it back to Worrell. Worrell out to Williams. Let's get down the flanks. Here's Williams showing a turn of pace. Dennis returned to the side, crosses it in. Koulibaly heads it out, but Scarpa picks up just outside the box to O'Brien. Referees went through the referee, that one. Scarpa and Kepa puts a hand out, and we get a corner. 53rd minute, and they've made a sub. Aubameyang's come on for Chelsea. It's a corner now to Scarpa. Headed out, doesn't get past the first man at James at the near post, and 9 shots Chelsea have had, but nothing on target. We've had 2 shots out of our 3 on target, so a bit more efficiency from us, but no goals yet in the game. Here's Richards coming down the left. Richards beating his man for pace, and he's got well in there, and he tries a shot. Did that hit the post? Yeah, looked like it. And another sub. Oh, they're saying bring Bowley on. Lots of subs for Chelsea. 73 minutes. Have a look then. We've got another match in a few days against Leeds. Let's bring Ralston on. Our new boy on loan from Celtic. He's nervous. So bring Bowley on for Worrell. Kenner on for Niakate. Richards is doing okay. I want to get Bowler into the game. Let's put him on the right. So that's 4 changes then. And let's see if we can get a winning goal. I'll be satisfied with this as long as Chelsea don't score too many, which here's Ralston making inroads from his full-back position. McKenna plays it back to Hennessy, and we're playing it safe here. I told him to try and get more possession, but let's have some in their half. Scarpa, chip ball through, Koulibaly heads out, everything's going to his head. Here's Gallagher bursting through the middle, but Gibbs White takes it off him and knocks a long ball to nobody in particular. And Hughes picks that one up. Hughes, who's he? Is he a young player? Never heard of him. Here's O'Brien, robs Loftus-Cheek, puts it through to Brennan Johnson. Johnson to Bowler. Bowler super sub, and he scored in off the post. And super sub super sub Bowler comes on and scores. What's the chances? Oh wait a minute, VAR's getting involved. Oh, it's disallowed. He's offside. Let's have a look at this again. Didn't look like it to me. Brennan Johnson. Oh yeah, just offside, unfortunately. Good finish. In off the post. And we're on 79 minutes. And Scarpa's given everything. Looks like we could replace him with Load. There's Ziyech, but Richards takes it off him, and Scarpa. Oh, he's beating his man. He doesn't look that tired. Puts it to Johnson. Johnson Get onside, bowler, get onside. Puts it back to Ralston. We're playing better possession here in this half. It must have worked, that team talk. Ralston, bit ambitious there with that, trying to get past him, but Gibbs White. Chelsea losing the ball. Here's Ralston again. Get that ball in, cross the box, and it's in this time from one winger to another. One wing back to another. Out on the wing, Scarpa there. Puts it in. Here we go, Ralston. Beats his man. Great cross across the box. Scarpa tucks that one away, and we're 1-0 up. We wanted to go out of the cup, and looks like we might be reaching the quarter-final. So Scarpa's had enough. Good job I didn't take him off when Tatey said so. Scarpa's not bad, actually. Get a 1E on for Johnson up front. That's all that subs I can make. So 5 subs made. Just over 5 minutes to go. And hopefully we might be able to hold on to this and continue our cup journey. It looks like it. No more highlights. Not a shot on target for Chelsea. Well, we've certainly done well there. And Scarpa in his position, as Alan Tate said he could play there, is the man of the match. 8.4, mainly because he scored the goal, I think. So we're through to the quarterfinals of the cup. Let's see who we're going to play. So it's the FA Cup quarter-final draw. Let's see how we get then. Leicester against Man City. Glad we've avoided Man City. Villa against Liverpool. Some big teams coming out for early doors. Norwich against Forest. Yes, that's not a bad draw. Championship side Norwich away. And the other game is Hull against Leeds. An all Yorkshire tie there. Big game coming up now, which I'm playing against Leeds United at home. We lost 4-0 away. Hopefully we can come back and tell you we've had a win. But that's all for today. We're going to come back with the Brighton home game. So Leeds at home, Villa away, and Norwich away, quarter-final of the Cup. I'll show you the highlights of that one, and we'll play live the Brighton home game. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Dave Dog out.